YouTube, what's going on today, man? It's your boy Justin Revs. We're back in some more BeamNG RLS Career Mod. This is Too Blessed to Be Stressed. Today our blessing is this ice cream cone on top of this trailer and this truck. Dude, this is the truck that I built for the 40,000 Beambuck budget build for trail truck. That's a mouthful. Because me and the boys are gonna go do something. Me, McGrory, Shift Tab, Raceless, we're gonna go out and do something. It's coming up very soon. Be excited, but we need trail ready trucks. Nothing super crazy. These are 36s, but I'm just so stoked with how this truck came out. It's so good. We got the truck for just under 17 grand. What did we put in it? Stage 2 performance block. That's the only go fast part that it has. 3-link suspension front and rear. And the idea I had behind this is, like, rather than having like a half-ton truck like an F-150 or something, I wanted to have like an F-250, you know, something more, a little more heavy duty, so we can take some cargo in the back. Not like a cargo box, but like firewood, you know. So we're gonna put a load of wood in this thing, and we are gonna take it through the Ultra 4 course. Dude, I think the surface noise is too loud because I can hear like everything. Like, it's just as loud as the what's it called, engine. We need to come down on the surface a little bit. Also, let's come down on this. Maybe that was a bit much. And the arrow, that's like the wind that goes over the truck. Suspension, I want to hear. Transmission, all that stuff. Okay. Now there's a little more engine noise and a little less rocks hitting the fenders. But 391 horsepower, dude. This thing's plenty capable. And this, like the vanilla 3-link suspension, it's solid axle front and rear. I have off-road coilovers on. Vanilla stuff, dude. This is a really vanilla ass truck. I'm really happy with how well it works too. But let's put some firewood in the back and we'll go do the Ultra 4 little challenge. And I'll talk you through what else is done. So we have regular brakes. I just put full race brake pads on it. What else? Rear sway bar, no front sway bar. It doesn't need it because I have the spring rate turned up to 60K front and rear. I'm pretty much running like the same suspension setup, same tuning and all that, front and rear. I took off the little lip from down here. I put on a bug shield and antenna on this side. So we are just right under budget. Actually, with the painting, I did paint it a little darker shade of maroon, but I love it. It was the cheap one. It was the 600 Beambuck paint job, the Mako special. This is what I have going on for the suspension tune. I have the bumps, the bump damping and fast bump damping turned all the way up, rebounds low. Again, 60,000 spring rate front and rear. I have the suspension basically the same, except for spring height's a little bit lower in the front. And the nice thing about this, the solid axles, you don't really have to worry about like toe and stuff like that. I mean, sometimes you might, but like this, it loves this setup right now. And then, yeah, 10 pounds of pressure in the tires. So it's a little bit of something, enough to maintain pressure, like the natural shape of the tire. Not having a deformed tire is kind of what I wanted with a load in the back. So we've got a load in the back now. And yeah, like I said, we're going to go try to do the Ultra 4 route. I don't know how great it's going to be. I have done not a timed Ultra 4 run, but I have done like the Ultra 4 course that I know a little bit of it, the hard part at least, in the truck without the logs in it. So like, I know it's a very capable truck. It's really cool what you can do with only 40K. Like, I'm impressed with this truck. It's not going to break any records. It's not going to be super fast. One other thing I did is I took out the locking rear differential and I put in just a welded rear diff, because that was the first thing I did every time I jumped into the truck, was I just like would lock the rear diff. And I want to be able to lock the front diff if I need to at the push of a button. And what it was doing before was if I push that button and I have the rear locked, it'll unlock the rear and then lock the front, and you know, vice versa. So rather than fiddling with that to make me happy, I just welded the rear. If we're doing off, this is a trail truck anyways, dude. This is a hunting rig, so it doesn't matter. We can have a locked rear diff. We're not going to be going through too many parking lots, right? Hopefully. This part, I'm probably gonna have to slow down a little bit through. It gets real bouncy here. Just even in the trucks with like big long travel and stuff, it does make a lot of noises. It makes a lot of bottoming out noises. But when I go back to the garage, there's usually like very low repairs that need to be done. After this, the rear suspension, I would not be surprised if it's blown out, but whatever. Also, this truck was only 2-wheel drive when I got it. All you have to do is put in a front differential and a 4-wheel drive transfer case. As long as it can have a 4-wheel drive transfer case, you're good to go. And they're not very expensive. I did all the stuff, including swapping out both axles, adding wheels and tires, and the little bit of engine modifications that we did. Stage 2 block. This is only a 4.5 liter V8, by the way. 391 horsepower. And it does pretty good, dude. Like it's not gonna set any records, but it's not supposed to be a race truck. It's kind of funny. I have like the that bump damping and stuff turned up all the way, but then I was like, you know what, dude, I am running like a pretty rowdy spring rate, and honestly, it feels pretty dang good, like going over whoops and stuff like that. Like not great, especially when it's got weight on the back. It actually, when it has weight on the back, it kind of feels better. But I just wanted to go with like more of a heavier duty feel with this truck, and I think we've achieved it. I'm really happy I did all of that testing for good like Ultra 4 trucks, so that way we could kind of figure out what works good for stuff like this, especially trying to do it with like the, you know, vanilla as we can, or at least like just with mods from the RLS collection, right? So after building that fun truck, I think I only used a couple times. Probably have to use that one more. That showed us how capable the 3-link is, and so here we are. It does. I'm not great at this course. I didn't say it was going to go perfect, but it will get the job done. It's I'm just genuinely impressed. Why did I go this way? That was stupid. I think because I went that way in a different attempt with no checkpoints, but we're going to try, and this is not the way to go. But okay, messed up the bumper, but that's okay. I didn't have money for cool off-road bumpers, so here we are. Let's lock that front diff in, see if that'll get us over. It did. I'm a little bummed about my bumper now, dude. Last time I tried this, I didn't break the bumper, but also last time I went through this little trail, I didn't have, you know, however many pounds of logs this is in the bed of the truck. So I thought it was going to be a lot, have more problems just because it's a longer truck. I'm used to using like single cab short bed things, or, you know, like the short body, which is basically like the size of like a Bronco or a Blazer or something. So I was kind of worried. I was like, dude, I don't know if that extra wheelbase is going to hurt, or if we're going to be okay. So that's kind of why I built the truck maybe bigger than I should have. I mean, we were kind of shooting for like some with 33s or 35s, but I put 35s on this, and they just look too small. But dude, this thing, I'm again just very impressed for the price and the amount of fun I can come out and have. Oh, I'm a little worried about how's this going to do with the logs in the back. I don't want to flip over. It's actually pretty good. I'm happy I increased that spring rate front and rear. It does get a little bit more bouncy, like out on like whoops, but how often, like I'm not gonna be, this isn't really a truck built for whoops. I just wanted it to be able to do it. It was just something I wanted. I wanted the capability. But this should pay pretty decent. 10 grand, not too bad. Not too shabby. But I think that's probably it for this truck, dude. Actually, you know what I wanted to do was find a better way out to the sand drags, the area that we were at yesterday. So let's just mosey on over that direction. Actually, you know what I want to do? We're gonna do some side quest navigations right now. I need to see what the best way to get over there is, like from the road. Because we can just come down this wash on the right, like from the road, like the main highway, and this actually doesn't seem too bad. I don't know if I could bring the semi truck through here necessarily. I don't need to either. Like that was, I kind of just did that for funsies. This is going the right way, I think. This might not be the right way to get there, but I'm trying to see if there's a good way to get there so I can just spawn in the trucks at the off-road garage and then cruise out this way. This actually might be the move. It's just kind of far, but those have big old like pre-runner fuel cells in them, so they're chilling. I think this tent might be where we're heading, sorta, maybe. It does get very bouncy on through sections like that, but that's a very bouncy section no matter what you're in. And we also have a ton of logs in here, right? So I'm not worrying too much about it. We need a tuning tent out here. If there's not already one that I don't know about, like that would be great. But I feel like I kind of maybe did a little disservice yesterday by not getting a proper pull in the four-wheel drive truck. So let's jump in this one. I didn't even get it repainted. This thing doesn't have insurance. That's right. This thing did a rowdy wheelie last time, so I think this has a different sort of grip than the dirt in the other one. The other one being the one in Utah. Let's just go. This is not going how I thought it was going to. I usually launch off of well, I mean, we got it in under 15 just like they wanted, but why does this feel wrong? This doesn't feel fast like it should. Do I have to launch off the trans brake? That might be the move. Wait, why does this only have 1,000 horsepower now? What happened to my truck? Now I'm concerned. We need to go. What? I feel like some parts came off or something. I did update the PGP mod, but this is not a Philly Griff design engine. This is the LSX. Yeah. Where it had turbos before. I think that's what I had was stage 2. That's so weird. Let's see. I think it's supposed to have around I don't even remember. A lot of horsepower. That's how much it's supposed to have. Turbo pressure 40 PSI. I think we had it up at the magic number, if I remember correctly. Let's try. That's so weird. I don't know why that happened. Also, I need to fix this paint anyways. Was it that one? No? It like forgot the paint colors too. What has happened here? This was... Damn. Straight up like forgot my colors and everything. That sucks. I had like a brighter pink and everything. And this was different. I think it's that one. Weird. How much power do we make, by the way? Let's find out. Let's take some of that boost out. What? I'm very confused. That's still like 1,400 more horsepower than I was making before, but whatever, I guess. Let's just try and get back out there in one piece. This isn't really made for cross desert adventures as much as the other trucks are, but I mean it'll get us there. It's just gonna be a bumpy ride. It would be like, what do we need out there? We need something to tow to. So I think just a tuning tent, because you can tow to the other tuning tents usually, right? So I think that would help a lot. At least it feels like it'll go. I don't know why it's so crazy though. It has no business being this fast, like having this much power, I mean. This is a purpose-built truck, if you could not tell. It is built to go fast in a straight line, definitely not go over whoops. That's why it keeps bottoming out and stuff. Poor thing. Let's try and stay off the road, the ruts in the road a little bit as I hit a big one. Yeah, we're going this way. It loves bottoming me out on the front there. Sheesh. Let me know. I wonder, maybe you know what, I think it said I had like this stage 4 performance block. I probably just need to add like a more of a chill block, like a stage 2 or something like that. That'll probably bring the power down quite a bit, but let's give this another try. I think we'll do the proper launch off. There we go. Nope, it wants to backflip. Didn't we run a 10-second in the 2-wheel drive truck? I think we did. Maybe I need to launch like in 3rd or something like that. That seems excessive, but also like something we might need to try out. Oh, we need to go try the hill climb with the 4-wheel drive truck too. I think it probably needs a stiffer rear end because it's going to want a backflip. Or actually stiffer front end too. I don't know. Okay. This is so sketchy. Don't hit the brakes till you're over the line, and then... Oh. I think that shutdown is, shutdown is not quite enough. Did I even make any money for that? I feel like we're just stuck at 71K right now. I straight up lost, I want to say like 50 grand from insurance, dude. Like, just ridiculous. 1445. That's not bad. It's not bad. All right. Well, I wanted to take this to the hill climb, but we are broken again. These are one and done trucks, dude. It seems like the seems like the lifespan with these events. Well, actually, the quarter mile is chill. The half mile is very dangerous. I can't even put parachutes on this one because it has oh no, we don't have insurance. Oh no. We need to make money, bro. Oh, what can we do? We could do some trucking. Actually, you know what? We get a boatload of money for doing that Ultra 4 thing in a reasonable amount of time. So, and this thing smacks, dude. If you can pick one of these up for like 30, 40 grand, like a used one with high mileage, just change out the engine and the block to a new one. And dude, this thing is a little ripper, but I think we need to give it a little bit more horsepower. I don't need like a whole bunch more, but just, I'm wondering how it's going to do like over the whoops and stuff too. Let's just go, since we're trying to make money, since we're on a budget a little bit, let's do that. It doesn't really need too much more. I think, if I'm not mistaken, we did the Ultra 4 race with this truck with like 200 horsepower and it actually did like okay. But if you get that Ultra 4 race done in like, I think under 5 minutes, it's a decent chunk of change, like 50K, decent. Do we have things locked in? I don't think we really need things locked in, honestly. Maybe let's do... Once we get to the rocks, I will lock things in. I think that's the move for right now. By lock things in, I just mean the differentials. Okay, we're shooting for sub 6. Honestly, we're shooting for sub 5. Okay, ready? Let's go. I don't know about this part. How's it gonna do? Oh, we're okay. Jeez, yeah, that would have been rough had I had the differentials locked in. Okay, in this part, hopefully it doesn't backflip. This this little rock bouncer thing is what showed me tire ballast. It's actually very handy. I might actually put some of that in the well, actually I'm kind of tapped out on money for that thing, so never mind. But for stuff like this where you're trying to keep your wheels on the ground as much as possible, that tire ballast stuff is super handy, and it's a real thing. It's not like an in-game little cheat or nothing. Like, it's real. It's a fluid that you put in the tires so that they weigh more and stick to the ground better. This thing does so good. I love it. And yeah, you could absolutely be going faster than I am. I'm trying to survive. I've realized that's the special sauce for this route is just finish. And hopefully you finish fast. Let's try and go like a little more ultra 4 pace, I guess, as I slow down because I run into a rock. This is a good pace. This is a good pace. We're doing really good. I'm gonna lock in those differentials, and that's shooting me in the foot right now because I can't turn. If you lock the differentials in, it doesn't give the front axle the opportunity, or the rear axle, the opportunity to spin a little more freely. Like they're locked together. They spin at the same rate, so that really hurts your turning radius. But if the inside tire can spin slower than the outside tire, you're going to have a lot easier time turning because of how these things work. It's a real because I said so sort of thing, huh? Well, I'm going to unlock now. It still doesn't want to turn very well because it is also four-wheel drive is not going to help your situation if your goal is turning. It can be tuned and stuff, but this is, you know, off-road machine first and foremost, and track car second. Track car. Go, 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 turn. Oh, the end got a little wonky there. We are so under 5 minutes though. In 48K. Okay, for a 411. Not too shabby. Now I don't feel as broke. I don't think we need to do another one of these though. I'm thinking, what else should we do right now? What else could we look into? Let's look at the garage now that we're not as stressed about money. Put this thing away. This little money maker right here. I know I could always just like pull the truck and trailers out and go make some money that way. But I don't know. Sometimes it's nice to mix it up. Like, let's try and make some money from events. You know, it's cool. It's good to mix it up. Put in storage. I think it'll end up here. Yep. What else could we do? What would be good here? I need to repair this truck too. And I'm thinking I bought a trophy truck. It was only 20 grand. Should we see what that's like? I mean, it's gonna be great. I haven't messed with it at all. Like it was literally at Trusted Auto for 20 grand, and I was like, oh, why not? But I'm pretty sure it has like 1,000 horsepower. And I don't really know what else. I haven't changed anything. I don't know what mod pack this is from. Probably Beam Desert Racing, something or other. It's one of the Brenthal trophy trucks. I think this is on like a dune kicker frame, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but I want to try and like it. this is not something for doing, this is something that's probably getting sold like right after this, because I don't like dune kickers. That didn't take very long, did it? That did not take very long at all for me to be like, meh, I don't like it. I just, I need to be aware of like what it wants to do. I need to keep in mind it is a 4-wheel drive truck, so it's gonna behave a little bit different. Jeez. Well, that's turned into an easy sell. Hold on. Dang, that was smooth, huh? Dude, I don't know why, but I cannot stand the dune kicker. It's such a cool truck in theory, but I always end up just like flipping them over and not having a good time. So there's my dune kicker experiment again. It's just built off of a dune kicker chassis, I'm sure. So it's all good. Let's call in Hank and let's go get a rip around my track. I haven't done this in a while, so let's see how we do. What's up, buddy? Oh, I love this truck. Twin traction beams. Not twin traction beams. That's different. These are just I-beams. 4-link out the back. Pretty sure it's got 37s. Power stroke. 2-wheel drive. Borderline trophy diesel, but a very good weekend warrior of a truck. Weekend warrior. This would be such an expensive build. All right, dude, let's go. I haven't done this in a minute, but I think I remember it. I've done it a time or two. The Raceless actually set like such a good time on this track. I think it was like a 6:30 or something. But he had like a track fab. What's the super fast one? Tomahawk, I think is what it was. And maybe he's just better than I am. I don't know, but he cooked, bro. Like I think 6:30 is like crazy fast. I'm pretty sure my fastest is like a minute slower than that. Woo, buddy. I love the way this truck is set up, dude. It feels so nice. And the front end just comes up so much, like it's got so much travel. This kind of takes takes a little bit of focus. It's so sketchy with all the rocks around. I'm usually not like trying to cook through here either. Like I'm just like, okay, I just got to get to the other side of this stuff and we'll be at the desert. Okay. Now it's just whoops. Lots of whoops. I'm excited for this little challenge with the boys. Did you guys? Oh wait, the race week video is not even out yet. I'm getting ahead of myself. Dude, the last race week that we did was so fun. I really like doing events with Raceless and McGrory and Shift Tab. It's really fun. It's cool just getting to like hang out with the boys and just like mess around, and like it's fun that I have friends that do this too, you know, that make the YouTube videos as well. So like it's really just a good excuse for us to all hang out And I don't usually like, I don't really put those videos on my channel. It's not really like my thing. Like I don't like to edit down like a 4-hour recording session anyways, 3-hour, whatever. Like it takes a while to make those. But we're getting down like a pretty good system. I'm having fun. And that's all that matters. But yeah, dude, that's just Raceless's thing really. So it does better on his channel. So it's cool to just be there for that, you know? I like it. The twin traction beam stuff is from... Dude, I don't even know, honestly. I want to say it's like wherever you get the Giant Motorsport stuff from, which I think it... Dude, honestly, I don't even know what mod pack this is from. Might be... Honestly, it might be the Gamers Ultimate Off-Road Shenanigans. The Gamers Ultimate pickup parts. I need to kind of like watch it through this area because this is where I flip over sometimes. This is one, we're good. This is one, we're good, we're good. And then these little bumps up here, boom, boom, stay upright. Okay, nice. Just takes a little bit of letting off here, a little bit of letting off there, and the truck will survive. We're almost back to the gas station. Just have to go over this hill, through the woods. To grandmother's house we go. Trying to think like what else is going on, dude. I've just been kind of like low-key, like just having fun playing the game again. Like I spent an hour tuning that truck for the budget build, and that's like way too long to work on something like that, but that's what I like to do, man. Just move the sliders a little bit, see what happens. Move the sliders a little bit, see what happens. It's like I don't know. It's a good way to just like relax. It's like working on a car, but like without having to get your hands dirty or busting your knuckles or you know, cuss words. Not as many cuss words. There's still some sometimes, but most of the time it goes pretty well. And this thing just eats through here. I love watching the suspension dance through sections like this. It does so good. And it's like a tasteful truck too. It's not cut to shit. Like it's not, I don't know. It's period correct, I'd like to say, with the I-beams out the front too. Like, and this is a very like early 2000s sort of setup, is having the I-beams and the 4-link, and you can't go too fast over this jump or it'll eat your lunch. That was pretty decent. I don't even know. 620. Okay, this might be like my best lap yet. Nice, dude. I'm good with that. Don't flip over now. I don't think putting the start-finish line right here was a great idea. That was my idea, by the way, so my fault, but gosh, the dang checkpoint right away gets me. It gets me every time. I've been doing this like too much, using the logbook, and it's not the best for doing stuff on camera because there's always a delay. But hey, dude, let's get a cheers in. I appreciate you guys. If you made it this far in the video and you like what's going on, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing. We got 18K for that. It's 646, dude. Cheers to a new PB on the desert course. I'm very happy with that. That was good. Good old Hank. This used to be Hank Hill's truck. Inspired by, at least. It's so cool just seeing all that stuff work together. I'm just a goober for suspension. I'm a suspension slut. Oh, buddy. All right, dude. Let's put this thing away. Where was it parked even? Actually, I don't even know if there's spaces here. Good job, truck. You need a repair, don't you? I don't even know what, but sure, go for it. I usually break some fenders or something. A little bumper here and there. Not, you know, not too big of a deal. You know, I just need to list that dune kicker for sale. Again, I got it for like 20K, so it's not. No use crying over spilled milk there. I just need something new. I don't know why. I have so many cars, and there's cars that you guys haven't even seen yet, but I'm still like, I have to come and look. I always have to come and look. It's a bad habit of mine. I'm not really seeing anything worth it though. Let's go down to the cool stuff. I don't have that much money, but the cars aren't too crazy expensive out here. That's kind of nice. What is that one? McGrory Special. That's kind of clean. Another Porsche. Mine's all shaky, dude. I hate it. I bought one of those, like pretty much the same car, actually, a Carrera. Yeah, same car. And then I built it into like a quote unquote GT3 RS, and it I don't know, it's all shaky. It bugs me. I'm not seeing anything that's catching my fancy. No. What else could we do? I'm thinking. Part of the process, dude. I don't want to cut this one short. I like making the videos long enough, you know? So let's pull out this truck again. It's all ready to go. I don't need to change anything else. I think I'm going to take the logs out the back for right now, though. We got a good offer on the trophy truck, so let's go ahead and sell that. Oops. Marketplace. Oh, dude, these wheels. These are probably my new favorite wheels. These are Track Fab R50 wheels with no bead locks on them, and then you could put the like polished aluminum skin on them. Which only cost $49.99 beam bucks, and it looks so good. I think I want to take the logs out the back. That's what it was. That was just for the experiment's sake. I honestly don't know how well it does without them in there. Only $100 for that whole load of logs. That's not too bad. It's close to a whole cord of wood for $100. I kind of want to do like rock crawling something or other with this, but I don't really know where the other spots are at. I have an idea where one is, but it's around here a little ways, so we'll see how this does. These are again like 60K, like the springs are pretty hefty, but the truck does pretty good, dude. Again, 3-link suspension front and back. It's my favorite off-road suspension that is vanilla. Maybe not for like a pre-runner truck, but for something that you want to have that's 4-wheel drive, but is also it can do desert stuff. I mean, look at what it's doing now. It's doing just fine. Just, I think having independent front suspension, a double wishbone for this is probably a little bit better. Double wishbone or the I-beams like we have on Hank. But I mean, as you can see, this does just fine. I wonder if I'm gonna flip here. This will be a good little test. I only have sway bars in the rear. Oh, actually it did really good through there. Okay, good. I like that. I get a little worried when just going around turns like in four-wheel drive, going fast like that. Because that's when things get flip happy, is when all four tires are turning, and you know, well, all four tires have power to them, rather. Like if you just have power to the rear tires, you know, it's got more of a reason to slide out rather than catch grip on all four tires and flip over. I hope that makes sense. I've been told that I am the kind of person who how was the description? It was like, you're one of those people who is like, I can explain it to you, but I cannot make you understand it. And I don't think that's, I think that's accurate. I'm not the best at explaining things, but I try. You know, I have a brief understanding of how some things work, and I do my best to spit that out. Doesn't always work, but I try. And if you have any questions, dude, I'm always here. Always here. This is taking a little bit longer than I thought it would, but we should be getting there pretty soon. This is the main pit, right? And then we can just go around this way. And instead of going left, we will go right up here, and that'll take us on some trails. This way. Whoa, big bounce. That would be violent in the truck. You're probably like, I don't know, dude, that thing looks way more bouncy than Hank did. This is also more just like a regular truck. The other one has multiple feet of, I haven't gone this way. The other one has multiple feet of travel. This one has, I don't know, a foot, maybe 18 inches at most of, like, that's being generous. Let's go ahead and lock in the front. Put it in 4 low. That was what I was talking about with the wheelbase. Being a longer wheelbase, it can get high centered on stuff a little bit easier. Or just, you know, mess up the doors. Looks like we're going this way. Speaking of messing up the doors, I broke one. But that's fine. That'd be funny to put on, like, which way am I supposed to go here? Put on, like, fabric doors or, like, those, like, tube half doors or something, but also might have found a bit of limits, but also we can go around. I think this is going to be a very capable truck, especially for what we're doing. It's just going to be... oh my gosh, I keep bumping into it. What am I hung up on? Okay, so it's not high enough to get over every rock, but many of them. And the good thing about this 3-link suspension is it is freaking tough, dude. I am just such a fan of the vanilla 3-link. Like, it's just, if you're building an off-road truck, just do that. Don't mess around with other stuff. Don't mess around with leaf springs. Don't mess around, like, I mean, do what you want. You know, that's one of the beautiful things about this game, is you can just do whatever you want. Let's try and going up this way. I think that's where we're supposed to try and go. I was a little bit worried about, like, the capabilities, like how it would do, like, flexing and stuff with the higher spring rate. What am I even doing right now, dude? I'm straight up just driving up a mountain. I don't even know if this is like where I'm supposed to go. I mean, where I'm supposed to go is up to me, I guess, but it's going anywhere I want to go, basically. We are definitely not going to be going this hard, but it is very good to know that I can go this hard. And dude, it's a trail rig, so we're just kind of beating it up a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm fully expecting to need to fix this thing, so, you know, no big deal. I did not think, dude, we could probably just come out and straight up do the hard mode crawls that they have out here. I mean, we're not going to get through it undamaged. That's kind of the measure is it's not your speed, it's how much damage have you done to the vehicle. And I'm obviously not winning any awards for not damaging the vehicle. But also, this is a tough test. And the fact that it can get up here, this is really just like a when's it gonna break sort of test more than anything. Let's just drive straight up the mountain. I mean, it can do it apparently, so. Oh. We're getting a little off camber and I'm a little stuck. Nope. Let's keep trying. That's not ideal. Okay, maybe we've found the limits. Am I stuck on something? I feel like I am. Well, you know what? I'd say mission accomplished. It's pretty good. Look at it. Look at it flex out there. Solid axles, coilover suspension, solid recipe. Yeah, this thing's gonna do great. And don't worry, you won't have to wait too long to see what's up, like what this is for. It's coming out very soon. But be excited, bro. It's a big deal. It's gonna be a fun update. All right, man. I think that's gonna do it for today. I'm just gonna go home, fix this truck, and head out and meet the boys. But we'll talk to you later. I love you. God loves you. Cooper loves you. Bye.